Welcome. Health of my youth. This is Dr. B here, and I'm going to give you a few more clips on information on your health. Some of the questions that have come to me since my previous clips is, please tell me more about homeopathy, especially because it's your passion and especially because it's the finest medicine available, I think, of our time. First of all, what is homeopathy? It's a strange name. What does it mean? Homeopathy, as you will see if you were to look it up, means like treating like. But what does that mean, like treating like? Like treating like means taking the substance of what it creates in everyday world is the very thing that it treats. I'll give you an example. Every day when you're cutting an onion for your dinner and you smell the volatile smells of the onion, your eyes begin to water, your eyes get red, your nose gets stuffy, and you say, oh, I don't like cutting it. What does it seem like? It seems like allergies. And that's one of the indications, one of the reasons we use allium cepa, or the onion, to treat. We treat it for people who have sinus congestion. Like treating like. Let me tell you how it works. When you have an onion and you smash it up into a mother tincture, it's the onion smashed up, you dilute it, or this is how we make them. We dilute it and then we succuss, or we bang the energy into it. We put it into 9 little bottles. We take one of those bottles, dilute, succuss, put that into 9 little bottles, dilute, succuss, and we keep on doing that over and over and over and over to get a particular potency that eventually passes Avogadro's number. This is a physics number, a number that says there is no more onion in this water. It's got to be a panacea. It's got to be in your head, but not in homeopathy. After it's passed Avogadro's number, the very thing that it creates, which is the red eyes, the stuffy nose, the stuffed up feeling like allergies, is the very thing that it treats. That's one of the reasons we use homeopathy, to treat the very symptoms it creates in everyday life. It treats those symptoms. So homeopathy, the definition is like treating like. Not all homeopathy is created equal. My preference is a classical homeopathic remedy, but there are other types as well. The other 2 major types of homeopathy besides classical homeopathy is acute prescribing and compounding. Let me tell you the difference between the 3. Acute prescribing is something a homeopath would prescribe for something that's like it sounds, this moment, this second. An appropriate place for acute prescribing is a car accident, or some surgery, or something that is happening this moment for life and death. In that particular case, an acute prescribing is appropriate. But sometimes homeopaths use acute prescribing to get rid of a symptom. Got to get rid of the stuffy nose, the watery eyes. So maybe they use green onion or allium cepa. But just to get rid of a symptom is no different than using homeopathy like you use Western medicine, pills, just to shut a symptom up. That's not the intent of homeopathy. The intent of homeopathy is to take a symptom that's been bottled up, a little symptom that's saying, match me, I have the whole information in me to show how this person responds to their world. If you shut it up, it'll just come into another symptom. It'll shut up the messenger, but it won't shut up the message. So, oftentimes to use an acute prescription to shut up a symptom is not the way you want to go. But in a symptom of a car accident, I would definitely want to use an acute prescribing method. That's the acute. Next is the compounding, and this is the one that I think gets people into trouble. Compounding remedies are remedies that you can find in a health food store. If you look at sinus cure, I don't know if there's really a remedy or a product called that, but let's suppose there was sinus cure. If you looked on the package, it might have 15 or so remedies in there. And what happens is the companies don't know who's going to be using this product, so what they do is they throw everything in that could possibly have anything to do with sinus congestion. And they hope one of them matches the person. Like throwing everything at a dartboard and hoping one sticks. The problem with that, for somebody who's taking a compound remedy like Sinus Cure, is that it may actually stop a symptom that's necessary to hold that information of how you respond to the world. So the body might say, fine, I'll stop the sinus problems, but now I'm going to go into the lungs. I'm going to make them have a little bit more asthma. I'm going to have them wheeze. You've pushed a symptom down. It doesn't know where else to go. You've taken away its opportunity to speak, its opportunity to express itself, so it goes deeper. So I am not fond of compound prescriptions, and that's often what people do when they go in desperate for some help and go into a health food store. This is where a professional is advantageous. Of course, my favorite is classical homeopathy. Classical meaning it's constitutional. It's one remedy to treat every single symptom you have, from today to childhood. One life form, one plant, animal, or mineral, and it's custom fit to you, to the way you respond to everything, the way you respond to the weather, the way you respond to heat or cold, the way you respond to your relationships, the way you respond to your work, the way you respond to your sleep, the way you respond to your life. And this custom fit remedy treats the pattern under the symptom, not the symptom, not to shut it up, but what made that little symptom want to speak in the first place. That's classical. And it's elegant and refined and precious. And when you take that one remedy that speaks your language the way you are heard, all the symptoms from today to childhood start dissolving on the mental, emotional, and physical level. And your life is yours again. And you have the possible, the curious, the light, the bright, and you have your health, the health of your youth. Thank you.